Oh, happy Halloween. We're going to talk about something today for Halloween, guys. This is a musical motif, if you will, and eventually you will. It may take you some time to get it into your vocabulary, but let's see what we can do here. What is the Devil's Interval? Well, a little bit of history. The Devil's Interval was considered at one time to be so evil that it was actually banned from music, and you could go to prison if you wrote it. So, looks like I'm headed up the river, okay? Because I've written it many times, all right? Now, as we all know, due to copyright constraints, we cannot do some examples of famous songs that have them. And remember, there's a lot of prog stuff that has the Devil's Interval. So what is it? It's the flat five, okay? It's a flat five. And it sounds like this. You've heard it. Right? Now, of course, you're going to look up theory and you're going to say, hey, is this Steve Williams? Does he know what he's talking about? And you will see people explain it as an augmented fourth, a raised fourth. I don't really like looking at it that way, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to show you why. I've got some playing examples that I'm going to do for you. But first, we're going to have just a little bit of explanation, okay? So the flat five gives us this very evil sound, right? Right? And then the flat five. Right, very evil. You've heard this, of course, on many recordings, jazz recordings, rock recordings, a lot of them. A lot of prog obviously uses that. We're not going to beat any of those songs into the ground. But it is very useful, especially when we're trying to add some drama to what we're doing. So let's take a look at I'm going to put it in B here because this is a 7-string. And we're going to say, now in a major scale, it's going to go, right? Almost clam there. Good thing Buddy Rich isn't here. I don't really like that tonality. Okay, now if Yngwie were here, he might say, well, you could do this with it and do that. I don't really like it like that. I like it within the diminished framework of this. Now that I like. Okay, so I'm playing a diminished scale. And wow, now that's incredibly useful. Right? And I like the resolution that we can use with the flat five a lot better. And it makes a great passing chord too. And so it kind of takes your music in a direction that is dark, that is very evil sounding or modern sounding. It's a very modern tonality, especially when we're going to add a lot of distortion, overdrive, right? And I just like the way that sounds. I put it in 3 of my songs. And it's not something I beat to death. I use it as an intro in Collider, and I use it in some other places. And of course, when I solo, I play diminished scales quite a bit. And they are very, very useful in my music. So how about some examples, okay? let's take a look at some examples. Now, I came up with 2 examples that we're going to go through. So let's take a look at that, okay? Okay, folks. Wow, there's some good examples for you. I do like the drone effect that you can do with a flat 5. And it really opens up some tonal possibilities there for your scale work or a dark melody, right? Of course, so many metal bands use this, so many prog bands use this. And it doesn't seem to get old, though, is what I like about it, because you can always put it in a normal key like C or G, or you can go full on devil music and put it in C sharp, right? And then drop that C sharp, right, like this one, right? And then we've got some real headbanging stuff going on there, okay? And of course, guys, you've heard that in many, many movies. Many movies use this. And I think it's going to help you out when you start thinking about it. Just have some fun with it when you start out. When you start out, just have some fun with it. And just sit there and do a drone, you know. Right? Right? Lots of fun stuff with that. All right, guys, happy Halloween. And I hope this gets your music to a more evil place where you want it. And what do we got tonight? We got the FM3 running, the 5150 model. I did not change it yet. I am in the process of mounting the FM3 down there, and I'm going to post that pretty soon. So get this rolling, man. Get this into your compositional vocabulary. All right? And we will see you down the road.